Morning everybody, it is Sunday morning. She's getting very anxious because she's half wanting to go out. She's really been out and half getting separation anxiety off me. Right, so Sunday. I try not to do painting. I try to have a day off and do household chores on the Sunday, which incorporates mucking out the cats. And usually I change the cat litter. It might last a bit longer at the moment, so I'll just de-pooped it all, empty the bin. That's waiting to go out. Cats are in the sunshine. They've all had their exercise already. I had to run around, so they should know a bit of a snooze. She's asking to go out again. Connie's not great. Okay, man, where Connie is. Where's Connie? Is she on the chair? Yeah, Connie's got a bit of the snuffles. That because obviously Cleo gets a bit of snuffles, but Connie seems to have a bit of a temperature and a chest infection and a snotty nose. No runny eyes or anything like cat flu. Obviously, it's just been really cold, and they were out in the rain the other day, so she's gonna let her get warm and cosy and sleep that off, but she's fine in herself. She's been out with everybody else, everything else, and this is what happens when I start letting them out the door. They sit and ask, don't you, what do you want? And what do you want, eh? No, okay, so I've been and bought in my coat hook from the bungalow. It's wonky, I've just screwed it in. I can't screw it in very well at the moment, maybe by hand, it's not straight, but that's part of how I always am, not straight things, but that's just allowing the hooks, the leads to go up a bit higher so they don't get tangled in them a bit. And I've still got my horse from underneath to sort of hang some bits on. So I've dug out all my leads that were missing. I found a box of them. So I've got lots of extension leads, lots of harnesses, and they're all in one place now. Still got a little tray here just because. So what arrived last night was the other hanging thing. So I now have somewhere for my tea, coffee, sugar pots. I hope it stays on. It's just a screw on one of them. It's easy to put on than this one because you put it in the hole and then it went down, whereas this one, you tried screwing it through and the screw head fell off. They've got rubbish screws they sent it with, so it's on and it's okay. But I obviously can't take them off until they fall off. And I'll keep them black. Anyway, so this came as a set. It's a nice cheap set, really, really nice, very simple to put together with the bar and the hooks, the cup hooks and everything. I'll get some mugs to go on there later, but obviously they're in the cupboard at the moment. I haven't got any mugs, to be honest, but I'll get some made with my name on and everything later on when funds allow. The pot rack is working well. I've just stuffed it in the front just to stop them moving around, vitamins and everything, to stop them sliding, but that's nice, and it's nice, really good one. And I'll have the tea towels on that. The lantern worked beautifully yesterday, so I've got another one of them, so I really want to have find some hooks in the ceiling or something to hang them from, which would be nice. But I say, when the sideboard comes tomorrow, we have a nice long 6-foot slimline sideboard with drawers and cupboards, and that's, to say, it's going to put my clothes in, I'm going to put all the bits I couldn't put anywhere, so I'll be able to be a lot more organised and a lot more efficient. And I say, that lantern will sit on there, and get a couple of hooks for my drums. Be nice to even put maybe a TV or something in there later. Obviously still no heat. I know, obviously regarding the fire, maybe I'll just put that in the storage for now, and worry about that later, because there's always the option of the diesel heater. Now also I can't get a diesel heater in yet until I'm pretty sure what the layout is going to be and where it can go. And obviously I've got no battery or split charger or anything set up yet. So we'll wait for the split charger to be set up, and then we'll probably have the diesel heater set up in the cupboard, in the loo cupboard, and have tubes coming out somewhere or into the hall or something. Even that would be better than nothing, isn't it? I don't know what we're going to do with that yet. I may just wait for that. There's no rush on that. I mean, I'm coping. Box that stuff come in and let the cats play with it for a minute, and then that will go away. Setty's doing great. It's really nice to come and sit in here and sit and wait for the cup of tea to be made. She's going to jump again. Up. Good girl. So this gives me a bit of a time-out zone away from the bedroom and the workspace, which so just allows me a bit of a chill factor now, and sit and watch the cats play and have a cuppa and everything. So what I haven't got is a little coffee table, but obviously the side will be there. So I don't know what we're going to do regarding that. I need something to put a cup of coffee on, but I'll have to hold it. Obviously the sideboard will work fine for that, or the kitchen side. What I've done with the kitchen side, now the tea, coffee, sugar pots are up there. That freed up the box that's screwed to the counter, and the washing up bowl fits lovely in there. I just washed up just now. So as you can see there, I can wash in this, I can wash up in this. It can be lifted up and out and chucked outside. It's exactly how I started off with Destiny. My washing up is drying at the moment. When that's dried and put away, then obviously the cooker's here. So I can use this for my little bit of work surface. The cooker lid's screwed to the surface at the moment, so when we're travelling, that'll be lifted up and put in there. So I've got to sort of food cupboard out. Obviously once the sideboard comes, I can make space for this to be a better food cupboard, and once the fire is out of here, I can also use that a bit better. So I've just got my food bags and things at the moment to grab hold of quickly. But that is basically the cooker lid. So when the cooker's not in use, that'll be sat in there, and then that gives me all this my double workspace to work on, which is fine. It's a nice height as well. I'm not breaking my back on it. And obviously, you know, there still would be a sideboard space if need be for anything extra. What are you doing? Up she comes again. A bit dark in here with these windows blocked off still. They've not been done yet. There's a bit of a gap coming through the ramp now, the draft. So I've got to think about putting the curtain up on that, waiting for the curtain pole still, or putting a door and that in. But again, it's not important. We need fresh air coming through when it's warmer. So that may be delayed even longer again. I was actually looking underneath the lorry today, just by accident. The bucket was under there, blown underneath, and as I looked underneath, there was a hole in a tiny couple of puncture holes in the exhaust pipe, and it's absolutely rusty and covered in mud under there. And obviously the mud's been hopefully protecting it a little bit, but I'll have to get the two holes are tiny, so it's something that a bit of patching would do for now, rather than the expense of a new exhaust pipe. I don't think they'd even get the exhaust pipe off, but I will get in to have a look at that and see what he thinks, if it is doable or not. It's certainly not something that I'm going to worry about, and obviously you can't even, doesn't even sound like it's blowing at the moment either, so, but I'll put a picture of that up. But yeah, obviously I haven't gone underneath yet. I've got to get all the mud off and seal it and everything, clean it all down and seal it, which I was going to do the chassis and all under the engine and everything. So again, that's on the to-do list. That's the good weather jobs, and you know, we're just having to cope. Obviously once I can't under-seal it until I've got all the mud off and cleaned it all down and checked any sort of rusty areas and everything and have them looked at. So that may uncover a multitude of sins. I mean, she certainly looks like she's had no work done for ages. I mean, she's obviously gone flying through the MOT, and they said all they ever needed was they put tyres on each time. They said the tyres are new, but whether or not anything else is any good, I don't know. But you know, bought the lorry purely because they're easier to work on, really get bits easier, and I have no problem obviously investing in that at all. Yeah, so, I saw Phil Van Life come last night. That was lovely. He's been after my GoPro for ages, so he's asked to buy that. So it was lovely to have a chat with him regarding my situation and giving me some advice and regarding that. So things may change again there. I am now seriously looking at the bankruptcy route, because apparently I can still work and pay back as well that way. But obviously, again, it just takes that huge pressure off and shortens down the timeline. So I'm just researching that. The people who are doing my IVA still haven't sent me the paperwork. Still, you know, I've just got a funny feeling. So when they contact me next, I am going to ask them about the bankruptcy, because obviously I can use the rest of Destiny's money to pay for that. So I do have the funds for it, which I never had before. So it's, you know, it makes a difference really between the IVA and the bankruptcy, apart from the fact that I have 5 years of scrutiny around my neck with the IVA, and it's just so much pressure. And again, I was reading it yesterday, and I can still, you know, if I still do my self-employed and things going forward, then you just can still pay into the bankruptcy, which again I have no issue with at all. So that, you know, may be a better option. Again, I'm a bit annoyed that these people don't sort of explain things properly to me. I am on my own. But of course, you're not going to get people who earn like £4,000 worth of fees wanting you to do bankruptcy when they get that much on an IVA. So, you know, it obviously makes sense, doesn't it? So yes, it's also been a reason why it's been taking its time going through and everything, and I've been sort of and over it, and just, you know, I've been waiting to hear why I'm feeling like this and why it's not sort of completed yet. And I think that's the reason. Spirit works in wonderful ways, and if I'm not going down the right track, it tends to sort of hiccup and wait and, you know, slam doors in my face and slow things down. I'm actually feeling a lot better regarding that option. So thanks to Phil for helping talk me through a few things of that, and obviously I know he's very pleased with the GoPro. It was a beautiful bit of kit, and it's been sat around for a year. I haven't used it, and it's helped him out, and obviously that's now gone towards paying for my jackery, which is a godsend. So I needed the Jackery more than I need the GoPro, so I obviously just use my YouTube with my iPhone. So that's great, no problem. That's a win-win situation for everybody there, and obviously I've, you know, helping the little group who's been supporting me. So anyway, oh, he's vans for sale as well if you want to look him up. I think he under Sprinter Van Adventures now on YouTube, so go have a look and follow. And his beautiful van is up for sale at the moment, totally off grid, so please go have a look at him. He's on Facebook as Phil Van Life, I believe. So yeah, if you're after a lovely, fully kitted out, off-grid van, then please go have a look, because it's beautiful and a real bargain. Right, okay, so I am now going, so I've made my coffee, I've got to dry up, and try to sit down, and I want to find something like a kitchen roll holder. I don't think I've got room for one of those things now, but I'm really pleased with how that's come on. Like, I didn't need the boxes at all. That's turned out a lot cheaper than anticipated. It's probably not straight, but you know, bonkers my way. It's not. Not very. I mean, obviously they've got to be varnished yet, so they can always come off. But I'm happy how it is. My trademark is wonky shelves and not straight things. So, and it's rustic, isn't it? It is what it is, and it's all done by me, which is more important. So yeah, that's so much better. I'm also sort of downsize and only carry what I need, like the one pot and things like that. And my Omnia oven's in there. That was my gift, brand new, in the bag. My what do you call it? My Ridge Monkey is all scratched and needs chucking out really, but I'm still got it. It's such a handy thing to have. I have to get another one of them one day, but you know, so I got the frying pan in. But yeah. The little one cook camp stoves working really well with a shortage of gas at the moment. Obviously you can get the camp canisters easily enough, so that's an easier way around as well. And I actually do have the campfire, the radiator thing that uses these bottles as well. So, you know, if I needed to use that, I could use that as well. But there's no point having that set up. And I don't like the naked flame in here. So, but yeah, I forget about that. I have got that for when I'm on the road, when I'm not plugged in. As you can see, Mischief wants some attention. So we're going to sit in the room now. Just thought I'd update you on the stuff that's come and changes afoot. Bye for now. So this is what I've invested in for my lighting. To go in the back and in the front. They're obviously I didn't want the danger of paraffin lamps and oil lamps. So for my log cabin look, I've got myself some LED lamps, battery operated. I've got rechargeable batteries to go in them, and it says don't use them, but I didn't know that till they got here, but I'm sure they'll be fine. But isn't that lovely? So I'll be able to either hang them from the ceiling or carry them, or just stand them on my sideboard when it's here. So really liking these. Nice and lightweight, nice and safe. I'm going to get some little tea light candles holders as well to go on the wall that are safe as well, you know, in their little glass things as well. So I'll have all options. I'll have the Jackery and battery power and candle power. So very happy with that. Excited. Just got my batteries on charge at the moment. And I'll show you them working later in the dark. This is my rechargeable batteries. This size is for the lanterns, but they will take a size and all the different sizes as well. You can see the charging kit, and it's actually to a USB micro or a C output as well. So it's just going to my USB, so that can be charged up as well. Yeah, so really excited about this. So we've got 2 batteries per lamp, so I'm just boosting these up now, ready to try the lamps out later, and then I'll buy whatever batteries I need for the torch and everything as we go forward. So I've got backup. So yeah, I've got obviously some solar lamps that aren't charging, just put them outside and everything. But yeah, we're going to try and make sure I've got a whole range of different varieties, so I have light. And dark now, and I've just put in the batteries are still charging in this one. They're not quite there yet. Well, one is. That one's full by the looks of it. So I thought I'd just quickly bring the light in here, see how it works. And there it is. So we'll just turn around, because it's not quite pitch black yet. But there we go. I have a lantern. Obviously when I've got the sideboard here, we can put it on the sideboard, or it can hang. I'm really liking that. Also they got dimmer on them, so you can dimmer them, turn them off. Really bright. Isn't that lovely? It uses less if you dim it, so turn it down a bit lower. So at least we've got light in here. And night time. There you go. You see the light shine on this one. That is going to be so nice sat in here. Because I can put it on top of the sideboard when it comes. And I might, as I don't want to put drums there, but I might get a couple of tea light sconces as well. I really like them. I'd like to get some more of them. We'll see how they go and how well they last and what they're like in the dark, but aren't they beautiful? Will you stop choking when I'm videoing? You go thumping. Oops a daisy, cough it up. So you go so straight. That's how dark we are in here, look. Yeah, very happy with that. Got a new challenge today. I've just been walking Mischief with the two little ones loose, and now Connie's come out with some fresh air. Her nose isn't good, she's got a bit of a snotty nose, but I'm going to try and handle all of them. The little ones are coming back eventually, and obviously they're just learning the local street. As you see, I've got to trust that if they hear the dogs or anything, they get scared, they go back to the lorry. They know where the lorry is. Okay man, come on! They tend to run back and stay around the garden and hide under the lorry. Good girl, Connie. Chief's just getting some sunshine. As you see, Cleo's down there. We've only got like a cul-de-sac. We don't go far, and they can see and they know where the lorry is. They've seen a couple of cars and they're behaving. Good girl, Cleo. Good girl. But obviously I've got to teach the little ones to stay close to us and trust us. And we do that close to the lorry, and then eventually, no, Chief, this way. Eventually, as we go further out, obviously they follow me going further out. Chief, this way. Chief, come. Connie, come. This way. Come. This way. Good girl. Come on, Cleo. Good girl. I'll probably catch up with Cayman in a bit. He's around the garden. Chief, come. Good babies. Come on, Connie. So yeah, this is obviously I can have enough difficulty handling two adults. I've got Connie loose, because I've got to drop her, and I've just got Chief tied to me. You can see I'm already having struggle. I need two hands, not actually film, so I need a bit of puller. Chief, come! Good Chief, good girl. As you see then, that she tugged itself. So I'm just looking for Caveman now. We'll go up here, turn around and go back, and hopefully he'll come and join us in a bit. And Cleopatra's looking in the back gardens and everything, but hopefully if they see a dog, they will come running back to us. Here she is. Good girl, Cleo. Good girl, cough. Cough it up. Good girl. She's not very well. She's just coughing up grass, but she's got a bit of a snotty nose, so I've got to keep an eye on her and keep her warm at the moment. Tried putting a jumper on earlier, but she wouldn't have it. Chief, get off there. Right, I'm going to put this camera down so I can handle this lot. Yeah. Come on, babies. Can you go back to in the garden? Come on, in the garden. Caven's just joined us. He disappeared again. Chief, come. Good girl, Connie. Chief, come. Good boy, Caveman. Good boy. Chief, come. Come. Good girl. Come, good girl. Good girls. Come on. Connie, come. Come on, babies. Puss. Caveman, Cleo, come on. Come on then. Come on then. Yay, good girl, Cleo. Come on, Cayman. Come on, Cayman. You're going in. Up in then. Sorry, just letting them have some fresh air. Connie's a bit of a snotty nose, like I say. She's been sat in the front. But fresh air is good for her, and she wants to watch the babies. She's watched them walk up in the road for a walk with Chief. And that was really good. So I've had Chief walking and babies free running. Just up round the corner, and just had Connie out as well. But it's a bit of a handful. I can't really film and control two adults and two babies as well. I've got to be trusted to run back to the lorry. They're learning obviously where to run around the bungalow and everything, but they've got to learn to come to me when we're somewhere different. They don't feel safe, so ideally obviously I've got to keep training them on harness and lead as well. So I'll be doing that with them as well and take them for a walk a bit further on their own. She's teaching the little ones to jump up and hey, good girl. Got your teeth up. Teeth up. Leo keeps getting it. Teeth wants to play. Where's Caveman? Oh, he's drinking dirty water. That's dirty, Caveman. Good girl. Good girl. Your teeth up. Your teeth up. Up. It's getting cold now, isn't it, eh? It's getting cold. Sun's going in. Good Chief, well done. So the little ones will learn from Chief jumping up and catching it that that's how they got a hunt, not just chasing. I'll try and wear them out a bit now so they can go into bed. It's getting cold. Whoa! Where did you go then? That was too high for me to watch. Good girl.